Look at that. Think, bud.
I'm so stoked on that. I'm just really glad we've been able to find her and recover her.
Hey, how's it going? It is the last Thursday afternoon of Pennsylvania rifle season. And this is the first day that I've carried a rifle. I've got 3 doe tags to fill, and I got 3 days to do it in. So we'll see if it can happen. 3 deer in 3 days. Let's go. A lot of tracks right down through there. Lots of deer tracks. The snow fell just this morning. Today's the 12th day of our 15-day season. And this is the first time I've picked a rifle up. I got back from my moose hunt about halfway through bow season, and then I killed a buck, an 8-point, and a doe with a bow. And I took Catherine out, my granddaughter, and we got her first buck, the fourth day, I think, of season, which is really cool for an 8-year-old to shoot a buck. So I have 2 DMAP tags left in my regular tag. And I need to kill 3 deer in 3 days to fill those tags. And I was going to hunt the pick cornfield in the back of behind the house. Perfect wind tonight, cold temperatures. But I got a call this morning, or text this morning, a father and son wanted to come hunting, and that's the best place for them. The best chance of them getting a deer. Probably the best chance of me getting a deer too. But I drove my buggy all the way around the hill and come in the backside. And I come down over this bank, and there's tons of deer tracks right in here. Some running, some walking. This snow is fresh, so I know they're fresh tracks. Alright, 3 tags, 3 days. Time to get her done. I may have outsmarted myself again. It's been 2 hours. I've been here for 2 hours. Got an hour and a half before shooting hours are done. The winds have died down a little bit, but they're still in the 20-mile-an-hour range. I'm going to sit here for another hour, and then I may still hunt up to the top of the hill. See if I can catch anything coming across that bench to go out into the fields. Just spotted a deer right there. Just a lot of brush to hit there. That's a good sign though that they're up and moving, but I don't think that deer's ever going to get to me. We've got about 40 minutes of shooting light left. I think I'm going to skirt up over top real slow and see if I can catch those deer, that deer that was right over there. See if I can catch him going up through. That deer, I think, is just up over. I could hear one walking, and I blew it. 2 of them run up over. I could have shot one, but get it on video, I couldn't. Doggone it. Got a north wind blowing right in my ear right here. Maybe I can get up there and spot him down over someplace. Dropped it right in its tracks, I think. The other two went that way. I was just sneaking up through here, and for some reason they come running off the field toward me, and I caught them coming through. And I turned the camera and I see where the one of them was going to come through. I think I got her on video. It's about 20 degrees out right now. It's cold. I'm just sneaking back to the top of this flat, just still hunting. And I could have shot one of them deer. It was about 10 minutes ago that I come up on. But when I put the camera down, the camera was too short. The tripod was too short to get it. Yeah, baby. Kaboom. I know I ought to just sit in that shanty over that picked cornfield, but that picked cornfield, there ain't been a lot of deer in it in the daylight. So I thought if I could get down to the creek and just sit back up on the bank, see if something comes through, and because if they're coming out in this cornfield after dark, if they're coming out there after dark, maybe if I get 200 yards down in the woods, maybe I'll get a chance to get a shot in the daylight down in there. So we'll see what happens. I pushed it too far. I just kicked a pile of deer out of these hemlocks. I should have sat on that picked cornfield, but I just blow them all out of here. Tried to get to that chair. I got about 10 yards from it, and that's where I was gonna sit. Well, I think I messed my chance up to kill my second deer. Second day in a row. But I'm gonna go down here in the bottom and see if, just go down there and sit and see what I can find. I just kicked all them deer out. I say all, several. I don't know how many there was. I should have sat in the shanty out back, even though there was a deer killed there last night. I should have sat there, because them deer were staged right there and they would have come right out. So I blew it. They all come down in the creek bottom where I wanted to get to this metal chair, and went up on the side bank. It's about 3:30. So we had an hour and a half of shooting, legal shooting light. I'm going to give it a few more minutes while I can still see across the creek on that side bank. Then I'll pack up and walk myself like I did last night, just really slow, easing out, see if I can catch something on the move or catch something before it catches me. I don't know whether to try it or not. Just a little too dark and a little too far. Shoot, that was still shooting hours though. Alright, it's the last day, and I just got in the shanty, and I got 2 hours before dark. So I'm going to sit here and hopefully get a doe to walk out, a big doe. I promised the family I'd give them a deer if I got one, and probably if I've hunted more than just the last 3 days of season, I would have had a better chance of getting one for them. But I was helping everybody else, and that just kind of limited my time. So, alright, last night, this is that field last night where that small one was clear to the top, but I'm looking here where that deer stood and where I stood. I couldn't have seen it from this shanty, so that deer wouldn't have come out anyway. So, but it is the last day. It was 6 degrees this morning early. It's warmed up to about 24 right now. It's 28 at the airport, which is 25 minutes away. So, hopefully we hear some shooting. So we got a bunch of us around it, but the problem of it is, out of the 5 of us hunting, 3 of them only have buck tags. So, well, we are down to the last hour of rifle season here in Pennsylvania. Sitting over top this big cornfield, and not nearly as much activity on this field as I thought there would be. But there's a lot of other crops around my property, not on my property, but on everybody else. So there's no reason to really go here. And it's always sobering when you got a tag left. I mean, I got flintlock season. I've saved one for the last 2 years for that. So, but I got to have knee surgery Monday, 2 days from now. So that's going to lay me up. Hopefully I can get feeling better if I can get out and do some hunting. So, well, I'm hoping a doe or two comes out in this field and we get a shot tonight. So we'll see what happens. Last day, and that's my last DMAP tag. Well, it's fairly daylight still. I got 15-20 minutes, and I think I'm done. I'm going to use my DMAP tag on that, and I'll have my regular doe tag I can use in flintlock or bow after Christmas. Two more deer just walked out. I've got another doe tag. Dude, I'm gonna shoot one of them ones too. I'm gonna shoot that back one right there. That's all my doe tags. I'm tagged out. And the other deer still stands right there. That deer is still... I shot the big one, and the small one's just standing there with it. Can you believe that? I had 3 tags in 3 days to kill the deer, and I got it done. Boom! I'm tagged out. I'm going down to get my tags put on these deer. And then I gotta get them gutted and get them back to the house and get them skinned. One of them lays over there. I'll get that one second, but it was the last day, and I had 3 doe tags, DMAP tags, Deer Management Assistant Program tags, to get filled. And I was really thinking it wasn't gonna happen, and it just happened. I got my light on. I know that looks a little corny in the video, but it was getting so dark in that shanty I couldn't see. That one lays right here somewhere, I think. That's a good eater right there. That's a good eater. Well, we gotta go get the buggy if we can go get these things picked up. So it'll be a few minutes. We'll be back out there to get them. Well, that's our second deer right there. So we tagged out. Holy cow, can you believe that? We tagged out. I know they're both young deer, but I had tags to fill. And we got 3 deer in 3 days.